What is going on YouTube? Hannah Mac making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, if we have time, the S&P 500. Specifically in today's episode, we're going to be talking about whether or not we've hit a bottom within XRP, whether or not we're going to be consolidating back upwards or headed lower, and that really goes for the cryptocurrencies as a whole. We're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, figuring out whether or not they are finishing their, massive ascending triangle we've been watching, how much longer this point of breakout is, and, filling in the gap, and then figuring out which direction we might break. So if any of that sounds interesting, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help the YouTube algorithm. Also make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Now guys, as promised, when we hit 20,000 subscribers, I decided to do a giveaway. So definitely make sure to check the link in the description as I have linked it to the giveaway. So for the 20,000 subscriber Crypto TV giveaway, we're going to be doing $200 of free Tether USDT, completely free to enter. All I will be doing is just transferring you guys $200 into your BitYard account. It is completely free to enter, and it is completely up to you to do what you want. It's not a trading bonus. This is legit a $200 free bonus. It's literally something I'm going to just add to your account. You can withdraw it into your bank account and cash it out and buy some holiday gifts, or if you want, you could trade around with it. The choice is yours. So definitely make sure to check it out. I did link it in the description down below. You have 8 ways to enter, so definitely make sure to check it out. There are 17 days left. We'll do the drawing at the end of December. Otherwise, jumping into today's episode, you can pretty much see some very interesting movements on the coin, mainly focusing on XRP to Tether right now. This is on the BitYard account. This is where we've been buying long and selling short, and we're basically getting ready for some very interesting movements. Now, if you guys pretty much just look at the XRP chart we have pulled up here, you can see a few interesting key points of contact. So you'll notice we had a big descending channel forming right now. It's been on the coin probably since it started to end the breakout back in November 24th, and we've pretty much just been consolidating down ever since. Now notice we've had a top resistance, this price ceiling, where the price has yet to be able to break through, and vice versa, a price floor where the price has not been able to dip through. Now notice as we've been consolidating downwards, we've managed to retest some old support that we've had, and this is where things get a little complicated. Now, just like last week just like yesterday when we retested this bottom support, we managed to correct back upwards, and I kind of feel like we might have to be doing the same thing right now. We might actually start to form this. So granted that we have retested this bottom support here, it really comes down to two simple things. Are we going to hold this support, or are we going to break higher? If we manage to break below this resistance or this support here, there's a very good chance we're going to drop all the way down to 45 cents, if not even lower. But granted, we've been using this support for quite a long time, and we've been in a downtrend for quite a long time as well. There's a lot writing on this that there's a good chance we're going to actually hold this support and trend up higher. So where my standpoint is and where my head's at for XRP specifically is seeing where tonight ends. If tonight decides to close below below this support, it's going to start to act as a resistance, uptrend, and we're not going to be able to break through that just yet. If we close below this support level, we're probably going to continue to head lower, and we'll buy in for a short on BitYard. If we do decide to hold this bottom support, and we close today's candle above this support level, there's a good chance we're going to actually swing higher, start to actually trend higher, potentially hit 55 cents. Regardless, we will be using BitYard to, map out our trades. We'll be buying long or selling short. It is completely, easy to do. I did link BitYard in the description down below if you're interested in checking that out. And it's very easy to leverage trade. We have, 20 times leverage. We can do 25, which I usually like to do. We can type in our 2,000 limit. You can see the quantity of XRP we're getting, 101,000. And it's that simple. And you can see what XRP to USD is. When we type, if there's a calculator anywhere, we can then see the amount you're actually leverage trading by. So if we have 101 20,000, that's about $50,000 of USDT. So understand that's what trading around with this is. 101,000 is 25 times 2,000. So we're getting a lot of money we're trading around with. There's a lot of leverage. It's 25 times the evaluation of 2,000. That's $50,000. So you have to consider that's the money you would be leveraging, and the money you have right now to margin is just to cover losses in regards to a correction to the downside. But otherwise, you can make a ton of money really quickly by leverage trading. There's just higher risk. Now, to discuss these other things, I do want to pull up XRP to the US dollar. You can see kind of what we're referring to. If I just zoom out, you can see where the coin is pretty much retesting. It's very similar to what we were looking at before. I just want to draw this out for you guys. It's something like this is what we're looking at. This is really what we're seeing on Tether as to what we're seeing here on XRP. There is this very, obtuse uptrend that we're seeing. If I zoom out, you can see what I'm referring to, and you can see how we're finally back to retesting this support here. The interesting thing is we just have to see how things consolidate. I'm kind of, spending less time focusing on XRP for right now just because of the iffy scenario and the iffy spot that we're in. I mean, the looks at things, we could easily hit a double bottom. We could easily hit bottom support at 48 cents, which is probably where we're going to head to. We're probably going to retest 48 cents again today as we head a little bit lower, and then I believe we're going to most likely head back up, and I'll explain why in a second. So the reason I believe we're going to start to swing back to the upside is really based on these other cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin. My reason being is we really don't have much time left in these coins. We have, a couple of days left before we could see a big pop in price or a big drop in price as well. And obviously, if we see big movement in Bitcoin specifically, it's going to unfortunately influence and impact XRP in a positive way or a negative way. So really what we're waiting for is to see if we consolidate in, how much longer do we have? Granted, the end of this ascending triangle ends closer to the 20th. Granted, today's the 14th. We have about 6 days left on the dot for the consolidation. Now, bear in mind, most of the time, these ascending triangles, these pennant flags tend to break out just a few days before the end of the, filling in the gap. So you can see right here, the amount of days we had left from the point was about 11 bars. This is, just a day. So we're really not too far off. It's about a day, 11 bars, which is 4 hours. So you can see on Bitcoin, a day would pretty much bring us closer to the 19th, which gives us about 5 days now left for this consolidation. So we really just have to play it by ear. We have to see where Bitcoin's headed. The breakout happened within XRP. So now we have to see what's going to happen within Bitcoin. But this consolidation is clearly holding a resistance, and we're going to pop, and we're going to do so at a very aggressive rate. And what do I mean by that? Granted, our resistance, the top that we're playing around with, is practically $20,000. So let's think about this for a second. We have not been floating at $19,000 on Bitcoin since 3 years ago. We have yet to retest this, and the fact that we're finally caught up to the level and the fact that we're finally building support by setting higher lows grants us the possibilities of breaking to the upside. We can easily pull up ascending triangles and just kind of get some sort of idea wrapped around our heads. So you can see what an ascending triangle would look like. We pull into the coin, we trend sideways, and then we break higher as we constantly hit resistance.
I couldn't hear.
Sorry, Siri, I didn't call you. We slowly hit the top resistance, and as our bulls start to funnel up higher and higher and higher, the bear line gets weakened, and eventually we pump through. So that's the same thing I'm applying right now with Bitcoin. We've had our bottom support. We're slowly trending inside. We've been trending on this resistance for quite some time now, and we just have a couple of days left where we really have to decide, are we going to break through $20,000, set all-time highs forever with Bitcoin, or are we going to break bearish? Regardless, we know what to do. We have our trigger set. We have our buy-in set. It's very easy. Once we get closer, it's pretty much clear cut. For right now, we know that at any point, we can set up a long. You can do it today. A long above $20,000. We could set it at $20,000 right here because the coin has yet to breach that. If we put it at $20,000 and we close at any point in the next couple of days above that resistance level, we're breaking out and we're going to explode to the upside. And it's just a couple of days. That's my warning to you guys. It's just a couple of days and we're going to have an explosion in the market. Vice versa, if we unfortunately don't break through the resistance at 19.7, then there's a good chance we're going to lose this uptrend right here, this support. And if we lose the support at like 18,900 or $19,000, there's a very big chance we are going to drop very aggressively down about $5,000, which would be a key opportunity to short. So regardless, I'm preparing for either direction. I have enough money in my account, in my BitYard account, to get ready for the movement. Hopefully you guys are preparing as well. But regardless, we have this uptrend and we have this resistance, and that's what we're waiting for. One of those to break and signal a flash flood of volume to either spike the market up or spike the market down. Ethereum, same thing applies, as it has some consolidation to do left. Same thing with Litecoin, it has some consolidation to do left. It goes in the order of Bitcoin closing first, then Ethereum, and then Litecoin. Obviously, I believe if Bitcoin decides to pump first, which it most likely will, all these other cryptocurrencies are going to do so first. But right now, my eyes are on Bitcoin as my main focus, and hopefully you guys see that too. As for the S&P 500, I'm just waiting for a time to buy in right now. We had our bearish cross on the MACD. We're having a bearish drop on the relative strength indicator as we retested overbought. So I'm waiting for some sort of signal to buy in, but we'll see how long that plays out. Granted, I sold off my position. I had bought in originally closer to right here. Closer to this level right here. Granted, we went all the way up to here, and the second I saw this dip, I sold. So I sold right at 35, and we're right up here. So the interesting thing is, yes, at the moment we are higher up in the market. I would have made more profits, but just ever so slightly. So it's really nothing. It's like 3%, 2% that I would have missed out on. So I'm not too worried. I'm just kind of waiting to see where this market goes. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to enter the giveaway. Link in the description. Make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.